Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy BIGark here, and today I am going to be showing you my character list that I have on WoW. I've seen a lot of videos, and they go into depth on their characters like their creators do, and I thought it would be pretty cool to give it a try and show you guys what I go through. So, a bit of story on each character. We're going to start with my lowest realm here. We're going to go to Darius. On the server, I have a monk, Horde monk, level 92. I don't really play this guy that often, but you know, here and there, I just work on it to like slowly level him up, just do a daily dungeon or two. But that's pretty much it. This guy was on my main server before, and I played this guy in MOP for about 2 months. This guy was my boost, because I thought it would be cool to have two monks, one of each faction. So yeah, that's why he's here now. It didn't really work out, so I just kind of transferred him over. Yeah. So from Tichondrius, we're going to be going to the next realm, which is KelThuzad. If I remember, yeah, I think this is one where I got pretty lazy, and there's actually mail in this character's bank, and I'm just too lazy to get it. Did I just say mail in the bank? I mean, there's still mail in the mailbox, actually. So, as you know, you can't delete a character if there's still heirlooms or mail sent to them. So, I just got too lazy to go back on and delete her, so that's why she's still here. Next, I go to Aggro Marsh. This guy I played a lot back in like Mist Pandaria and Cataclysm. This is my Warlock. He was originally Destruction back in the day, but I thought I would level him a bit in Warlords of Draenor, and I never really got to it. Switched him over to Affliction and just kind of the more dot class kind of playing style. However, you know, I never really got into it, and he just kind of stayed here. I go on him every once in a while. I plan to level him up. I plan to get every class to 110 this expansion. Don't know if I'll do it, but I'll see how close I get. So, yeah, like, I mean, I played this guy hardcore rating in, like, Mr. Pandaria too, like, back when flex rating was a thing. I guess now it's just, like, normal or heroic. I don't know the equivalent, but flex rating and heroic rating of Siege of Orgrimmar, I used to always rock that on this guy. So, yeah. From Aggro Marsh, we're going to go to the next realm, which is Misha. This is actually the first realm I started on when my dad got the account for me. I just kind of played on this guy. Not this guy specifically, but I had a troll hunter who is... I got him up to like level 37 in vanilla, which was like... Back then it was like okay for like a 7-year-old, or like I think I was like 6 or 7. It was like before the Burning Crusade came out that I was first introduced to WoW, so I leveled him up on this server, and I thought I would level up a druid just to kind of remember all the times I had, but I kind of stopped at level 11, as you can see. He's still in Ragefire Chasm, probably because I was just trying to level up to 15, just get him into 15 quick, and I can do dungeons to level, but that didn't really work out, so he's still here. Heirlooms on him, so I haven't really deleted him yet. I would have to go in to delete all of his gear to delete him, and I don't really want to do that because I'm lazy. So he's probably going to stay here for a while. So next realm that I have on the list is Blackrock. I did this just to kind of change it up, you know. I was just kind of get sick and tired of my guild on my main server, so I just leveled up a paladin to 90. This was in Mist Pandaria. Made him as Prot, but then I switched over to Holy for Warlords of Draenor just for a different experience. And I don't know, like, I would want to play him because I guess Holy's pretty viable right now at max level at 110, but I just can't justify leveling that, like, that much, you know. Kind of in WoW, there's not much things to do, so I'm just kind of chilling on my main, just gold farming right now, trying to get the gold for that giveaway. If you guys don't know about it, it's at 50 subs. Yeah, you guys should subscribe. 50 subs, you can get the WoW token equivalent of battle pets, or if you're on my server, you can just get the gold for a WoW token. So yeah. Anyways, back to this guy. Did a few raids on him back in Miss Pandaria at level 90. Not much, just raid finder, Siege of Orgrimmar, that's about it. That's all about for him, that's all I have on there. Next from is Dalaran. I think this is one that I just fooled around on. Yeah, so this was where I was trying to do recruit a friend with myself, and Dalaran was kind of like the starter realm that it put me on, like on the new account. So I just made a troll rogue and I leveled it up with him. Yeah, didn't go so well because I got really bored of doing it. So I just kind of left him here, and he has the full heirloom gear on right now, so I can't really go on and delete him because, I'm just too lazy. But honestly, like, I would like a max level rogue. I have one coming up here, as you'll see in the list. Yeah, as you'll see. Bleeding Hollow, my next realm. It says 2, I don't know why, but I have a 91 rogue here that I played in Miss Pandaria. I don't know, I leveled them up with the intention of doing like some cool PvP, like some montages with them, but I never really got to the point. I switched them to Outlaw, I think, when Legion came out, or the pre-patch of Legion, so 7.0, and it's been pretty fun. He was level 90 before, and I just got him to level 91. I mean, he's pretty fun to play, but with him being on this server, I would rather just level one up again on my own server that I play a lot. This way, they can be like interconnected and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it for Bleeding Hollow. Stab and Jab was kind of, I don't know, just I thought it was a unique name that I could have back in the day. He was Subtlety, but again, I switched him to Outlaw, so yeah. Now it's switched on the list in order. So I think next is Ysera. I let my friend play on this account, so he has some pretty gay names for the people that he played. He was just fooling around with the classes and leveling up with them, so he tried for a little bit, but then I told him, like, hey, gotta get my account back, gotta work on some guys. And yeah, I haven't really played on them to see like how far he's gone, but level 14 and level 8, you can't really think he's done much. Can't even get into dungeons yet, so he probably doesn't have very good gear besides the heirlooms. That's pretty much it for this realm. Not much backstory behind it, so now we're getting into the more interesting ones. We're going to go to Darkspear. I have, starting off from the bottom, I have a level 3 rogue. This guy I just kind of planned to level 70 and make him a twink, but that didn't really happen, so he's kind of just stuck here with full heirloom gear, like in the starting zone. I don't know if I'll ever delete him or get him off here, because again, I probably just have to do a complete mindset overhaul and actually just take off his gear. Moving up the list though, we have Mature. He's my hunter that I rolled, I think it was back in Miss Pandaria, but I leveled him up through Warlords of Draenor. He was actually my first level 100, and I actually did a lot of stuff on him. Like, I did, what was it? I did High Maul, like, all throughout Warlords of Draenor with him of all levels, like, all rating difficulties, and I just stopped. I plan to level him this expansion. I picked the wrong artifact though. Like, I should have went as survival, but honestly, like, I can just switch it, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, backstory, just leveled him up to have a good time, and I just kind of forgot about him. Like, he was my first max level on Darkspear, like the PvP server, because I thought, why not just try it, PvP server. It's a different from an RP server that I normally play on. I don't role play, but I just rolled on an RP server because that's what I just got like started on. My friends played on that server, so I just switched over. From this guy, I have my 105 balanced druid. I'm playing on leveling because basically druids are OP in like every PvP scenario this expansion. This guy was Resto all the way in Miss Pandaria, and then I leveled him as Feral through Warlords of Draenor to 100, and I did Resto and Feral kind of stuff, like raiding, endgame content with like PvP and stuff with them as those specs. And then from that, I just kind of went deep into balance for Legion. And so far, she's level 105. I plan to get her up soon, hopefully in the next week or so, then I can actually get some balance stuff for you. That's basically it for Dark Spear going on. I'm actually going to go to Blackwater Raiders first. Basically from this guy, all the way up until Longstaff, my druid. These guys were all just characters that I leveled through the Legion Invasion just when I was bored. Before Legion came out, they had that launch event where you could just, level them up, and I thought it was a pretty good exploit that I could use. But people I actually play, though, are heavy-handed. Right now in like the Burning Crusade zones in Outland. Outlaw Rogue, I rolled this guy probably in the summer, and I haven't touched him since then. I think he's got like 500 gold, but I just used it to try out Outlaw, and I thought it would be pretty cool coming up with like the artifact system in Legion. And that's pretty much it. So this was probably the first guy I had on this server, BIGark, just an enhancement shaman right now. I've been starting to level him up again lately. I actually boosted this guy, like I wasted $60 on a boost in, I think it was Mop, and I just boosted him to 90, and I just haven't played him since. Like I've done the Timeless Isle stuff, and that's about it. So from that, I have basically my second main, my priest. He's in shadow right now. This is kind of his bad transmog that I have. His cloak doesn't really match, but I'll try to get it there. I boosted this guy as my Legion boost because when I ordered it, I got like the 100 boost that you get for pre-purchasing Legion. And then I played him as Disc for the rest of Warlords of Draenor, and it was pretty OP. Like Disc healing back then was awesome. And then I switched him to Shadow at the beginning of Legion just to level him up, but I was like, hey, Disc is more of a damage kind of thing, so might as well try it. Fell in love with Disc, kind of mained him as Disc. He's doing okay right now. He's like 820 item level, so he can do heroics, but not quite raid yet. He's basically my gold farm tune. I just kind of farm herbalism stuff with him, and yeah, I mean, he's just kind of there. Like, Blackwater Raiders is connected with Shadow Council, with, like, these two are intertwined. They're both RP servers. So I'll show you the next server that I have. These bottom kind of 4 or 5 guys were just people I was leveling for fun, just to, I don't know, just do in my spare time. But I have a balanced druid here that I leveled up here. Okay, so backstory, everyone on this server used to be Horde, except for my Demon Hunter. This guy's new to this class. But I ended up switching my monk to Alliance because my friend plays on Alliance on this server. So I just decided to do that and have a lot of fun with it. So I have my balanced druid that I leveled up in Mop. Tried to get into it for Warlords of Draenor, but I just couldn't. I had my feral druid on Dark Spear that I was leveling at the time. He was Alliance, so I had more fun. Have another priest. This guy's basically my gold farm tune on this account. I guess it's just gold farm for like his level. Like I would be, like I'm in Uldum right now, doing the whiptail herb farming. It kind of sucks because you only get the pieces of the whiptail rather than the whole herb. So yeah, not much story behind him. He's just shadow, just kind of there. I don't really play him that much. Dundress is my prot warrior that I planned on leveling. He was actually like level 90 before Legion, but then I leveled him up to 98, did the pre-invasion event, and then just started questing with him. I mean, like, they're pretty fun to level. Prot is probably one of the easiest, I guess, like, because you're tank spec, so you can just absorb everything and do damage. I had this guy back in Misha Pandaria, and then I don't know, I just kind of stopped playing him after that. Like, I leveled him up to 90, did some Timeless Isle PvP as arms back then, and that was it. So we're going to go to Random Owns, which is my Death Knight. This guy was actually my first ever character ever, because my dad actually leveled up a guy to 58, which meant that you could create this hero class back then. And I played this guy all throughout like Wrath, Cataclysm, Miss Pandaria, and I just kind of stopped at Warlords of Draenor. I think I leveled him up to 100 last out of all my characters, and he's still only level 101. He's almost 102, and I wish I played him more, but I just can't really have time for it. Again, Hot Casserole, this is my Demon Hunter. He's a tailor, just leveled him up to experience the Demon Hunter this expansion. Yeah, I mean, not much to it. Hope to get him to 110 one day, but I don't know if that's really going to happen. Chud Ing is my mage, right now fire. Had this guy back in Mop. I leveled him all the way up as Frost and Arcane because that was OP back in Miss Pandaria, and then switched to Frost at max level, and I leveled at Arcane all throughout Warlords of Draenor, and then for Legion I just switched to Fire because that was OP in patch 7.0. Probably going to switch to Arcane soon once I hit 102 and can get that second Order Hall weapon, but I'm not exactly sure. Again, just some guy, like, I wish I could play, but I can't. So yeah, the next guy is actually my main. You've seen videos on him, my tank, my Mistweaver, my Windwalker. I'll have a video up for him soon about the Windwalker DPS guide. But I love this guy so much. Like, I play this guy so often. He's so good at raiding. He's like 866 item level. I just got his 3rd legendary. As soon as Miss Pandaria came out, I just hated monks. I hated the idea of it. I thought they were so gay. I thought of like Poe and like Kung Fu Panda, so I just never leveled them. I leveled this guy though up as a Pandaren, all the way up to 90. I leveled them up as a Brewmaster, because back then I was like just getting back into WoW, so I didn't know like what a tank really was. So I just thought it was a cool damage dealing thing, because I thought it was cool you could breathe fire with Breath of Fire back then, and I leveled him up all the way to 90, and I played him hard. Like, back then, my Death Knight was my main, but I switched it to my monk. So he was a Horde Pandaren back then. And yeah, it was really fun. Like, I really enjoyed him. I felt like I wanted to play my monk more than anything. So I did, like, Flex raiding, I did Heroic raiding, Siege of Orgrimmar, and, like, Terrace of Endless Springs, and Throne of Thunder on this guy. A lot of time spent on this guy. Leveled him up as, I think it was Brewmaster again, all the way until the end of Warlords of Draenor, and then I switched to Mistweaver. And then from that, I leveled as Mistweaver to like 102, and then I switched to Windwalker and leveled up to 110, and just kind of switched between all 3 specs. Like, this guy is so viable for me right now. Every spec is like good at like 860 plus item level. My healer is like my best right now at like 867. So yeah, just trying to get the further gear to do Nighthold normal, but still on the grind. And yeah, but I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys have made this far, please leave a like and sub on the channel. Please leave a like on the video and sub to the channel. Bit of tongue twister there. I'm pretty tired. Just woke up about an hour ago. Just thought I'd rattle off this video because my upload schedule has been super bad. But yeah, just want to say thanks for watching. The giveaway is still going on at 50 subs. If you don't know what's going on, I have the video on my channel. We're pretty close. I think we're at like 34 this morning when I checked. So yeah, just sub, and yeah, I guess you'll be entered in the draw to get the WoW token or the WoW token equivalent. See the video for more, I guess. But this has been BIGark. I just want to say thanks for watching. This has been my character list. I feel pretty happy to finally show you guys my account and what I actually go through. So yeah, like, if you guys want to do stuff, I mean, I'm on Shadow Shadow Council, Blackwater Raiders. We can group up, do some Mythic Pluses, raid. Would always love to do that. If you guys haven't checked out my guides, just go check out my channel, and I have my tank guide up right now and my healing guide. I also have a gold farm guide for herbalism, which is really efficient. So again, guys, just thanks. Please like the video, sub, comment if you have any suggestions or anything. I'll see you all later.